Guys, today's video is spicy. That's all I can say. It's spicy, it's hot, it's kind of Jurassic-y, lots of dinosaurs going on, you know, big red dinosaur, nasty pulse rifle with a bit of a gorge roll. Yeah, this video has it all, my friends. Prepare yourselves, because I got a Jurassic green with a really good roll, and I have a really nasty build, and the only thing left for you to do to show some support for free to your boy is hit like and subscribe on this video. We're going for 1,000 likes on this video. I know we can hit that goal. Trust me, this video is worth liking, my friends. It really is. So we're using the Jurassic green pulse rifle. Obviously this came into the game with the Festival of the Lost. It is basically a reskin of the Lincoln green. And I did a video going over the weapon. I used the original roll that it came with. And I told you about the best rolls to go for. And I ended up getting one of those. I got Frenzy and Rangefinder on my Jurassic green. But I added some extra spice to this thing, and it really makes a difference with this build. It goes from being a good gun to being very good, and honestly I couldn't really recommend the Jurassic green to you over the Darkest Before or the Grid Skipper. I did some range testing. Even with Rangefinder, the range on this thing's basically the same as Darkest Before, and it even has it probably has like a meter more range than Darkest Before basically, and it seems to have the same exact range as Grid Skipper, and neither of those weapons require Rangefinder for their range. But we have Frenzy and Firewalker together on this pulse. It's a solar pulse, so obviously Firewalker boots are a match made in heaven for this thing. Look at my dinosaur boy. Let's take a closer look at the roll. You can see again Rangefinder, Frenzy. Frenzy is such an underrated perk. It just procs for being in combat, whether you're being shot at, reloading your gun, whatever. The perk just activates. Firewalker is obviously the Solar Titan boots that give you a buff to your damage after getting solar kills. We're stacking that with Sun Warrior, which also gives you extra damage for getting solar kills, whether it's a melee grenade or a solar kill from your weapon while Sun Warrior is active. Now this clip right here is going to showcase why this is such a strong setup. Just watch closely, my friends. Watch closely. We're getting kills with the pulse, we're putting shots in, getting people weak, and with our next kill we will probably activate Firewalker. That guy's tagged by my grenade. Okay, we've got Firewalker and there's a sunspot. I am going to slide into that sunspot. We've been in combat for enough time now. We have Frenzy, we have Sun Warrior and Firewalker active right here, hitting them for 33 to the head with a rapid fire pulse. If you guys don't know, these things normally hit at 24 to the head. Now what happens basically is if you get going with this build and this setup, you'll either have Frenzy active, you'll either have Firewalker active, you'll have Sun Warrior active, or you could have Charge with Light active, because we're also running high energy fire as well. And we're rocking a solar heavy weapon too. So every time we get a solar kill, we have a chance to get Firewalker. As long as we're in combat and being aggressive, Frenzy has a chance to activate. And if we get our solar kills, then we're getting Sun Warrior. And what this all adds up to is just a very fiery and aggressive and beastie loadout, my friends. It really is a ton of fun. Now, if any of you follow me on Twitter, you may have seen me salt tweeting about Ace of Spades in Rumble. And that is because obviously I was in Rumble and I couldn't get going against Ace of Spades because they'd proc Memento Mori against another player and then hit me for 90 to the head with a 140 and flinch me to the high hell. And it's frustrating. And I think Ace of Spades in Rumble might be one of the only things that stops this build. It's a very momentum based. You have to be in the fight, you have to be getting kills, you have to be taking damage, you just have to be in there. And if you are just rewarded with constant damage buffs. It is a ton of fun, and it really rewards an aggressive and, a proactive player. If you're just going to be sitting in the back all game scratching your balls, then this is not the loadout for you. If you want to be moving around, if you want to be aggressive, if you want to be, getting in there and having a big impact on the game, then you should try this thing out. It's absolutely nasty. You're also probably wondering what shoddy we were using. We're using a Heritage with Killing Wind and Reconstruction. So it's constantly reloading my shoddy while I'm obviously not using it that much. And obviously then I've got Killing Wind as well for extra range, movement speed and handling. So it's a really fun roll, really fun build. Obviously I could have used Chaperone with this to go full 100% absolute meta, but I thought I would try out the Heritage instead. Also using Bottom Tree Sunbreaker and the Super. I'm not necessarily the best Sunbreaker out there, I'm not gonna lie. So you gotta watch out. Here we got a Whisper of the Worm because I wanted those solar kills. Come on man, it can't snipe to save my life, but let's go. Whisper of the Worm double. Let's go. Firewalker active thanks to Whisper of the Worm. So yeah, it really does help to have a solar heavy weapon. We have solar abilities, we have the solar pulse rifle. And, you know, this is it, man. If you're going to use Jurassic Green, try out this build, my friends. Seriously. Get a Frenzy Rangefinder Jurassic Green and go crazy. I mean, you could probably do the same thing with Multi-Kill Clip, but I really enjoyed just the latent buff of Frenzy. If you guys don't know this as well, Frenzy can activate whilst your other weapon is active. So if I'm in the walls with my Shoddy and I hear that buff sound, you know, that buff noise, you'll hear it sometimes and you'll see that you have no active buff on your screen. Well, if you have a weapon with Frenzy stowed, switch to that weapon and you'll see that Frenzy is ready to go. And Frenzy is just so good, man. Increased handling, increased damage, it just feels really good. And it does just suit what this is all about, which is hyper aggressive, constant movement, constant aggression. Frenzy just goes hand in hand with that. And then obviously you've got Firewalker and everything else, and yeah, it is just, trust me guys, I had a lot of fun putting this build together. I didn't have fun sitting in orbit for 5 minutes in between games and playing people from Russia every match, but in the end I was able to produce pretty good gameplay, pretty good clips, and a pretty good build for you guys to take a look at and then maybe try yourselves. So guys, if you have enjoyed this build, I want you to go into the comment section and tell me that you enjoyed it. Drop a like on the video if you haven't already liked, subscribe to the channel for more builds, and yeah man, that's what it's all about, getting blasted by a grenade launcher from spawn. That is it right there, my friends. That is it right there. That's me with the chair out, defending myself from the grenade launchers. 37 defeats there with a 5.29. That's probably the best game I had with the loadout. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And again, once again, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and leave a comment, and let me know what you thought about the video. Much love. Peace.